in connection with a massive sex trafficking operation involving children. Prosecutors say the gang used social media and music videos as recruitment tools.
The alleged victims include women and teenage girls as young as 14. Rick Chambers live in Westwood with more on this disturbing case. Rick?
Yeah, Micah, this case has been in the works for about a year now. It involved both federal and local police officers, and it's being called the first major takedown within the notorious Figueroa corridor. It's a 3.5-mile stretch of Figueroa from Slauson to Century, the corridor, as it's called, LA's notorious bastion of sex trafficking. An often violent place run for years by a local street gang.
What we did today was really unprecedented. It's the first time we filed a human trafficking RICO case against a criminal street gang.
U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley alluding to a raid this morning, Sky 5 over a corridor parking lot.
At one of the motels we hit, we discovered a room, and we found 4 victims total at that location. One of them a confirmed minor. I mean, they were branding these young women, they were raping them, they were abusing them, they were drugging them, just horrific acts. 6 alleged members of the gang were caught up in the sweep, bringing to 10 the number now in federal or state custody, including Amaya Armstead. The lead defendant is a woman. She goes by Lady Duck, and she was out there recruiting these young women, children as young as 14 years old.
The feds say that today's raids dismantled the gang's operation, one in which members promised girls from foster care or runaways a glamorous lifestyle, only to turn them onto the streets.
We want to clean up the neighborhood. That's what the federal government does best. We can come in, and we're not going to arrest a gang member here or there. We want to arrest the entire leadership structure and take them out of the community so that people can have their neighborhoods back.
The 31-count indictment against the alleged gang members includes sex trafficking, money laundering, gun and drug crimes, as well as racketeering, which could earn them up to 15 years to life in prison. And we understand that 5 of the defendants were arraigned today. We expect that to happen to another tomorrow. One of the defendants is in Nebraska tonight. We're not sure why that's there, but certainly he'll be returned sometime to Los Angeles. And another one is still out there on the LA streets tonight. In West.
Top of the morning. Hey, listen, let me just cut straight into you and tell y'all what it is. All these defendants are looking at a mandatory minimum of 15 years to life, right? Let me tell y'all how this go, because I went to trial and lost, and I had a mandatory 10-year gun enhancement. Mandatory minimums. This means this: if they go to trial and lose, they're looking at life. They're getting life automatically. If they don't take it to trial, and they take a deal, the minimum deal is 15 years off top. They don't get nothing under that. They're going to do 15. So the deal might not even be 15. The deal can't go under 15, which means, let me take a deal today. All right, well, the DA want to give you 28 years. Take it or leave it. I ain't taking. All right, we're going for life. We're charging you for life. That's how that goes. Understand mandatory minimum sentences. Everybody, according to the custatory of pleading in this case, in this indictment, is looking at a mandatory 15 years, right? Now, if you were the district attorney, why would you give these people 15 years when you got them dead bang to deal out? The only way they gonna give you a deal is tell on 3 they set you free. Tell on 3 they set you free. These are young people that were probably already living in poverty, struggling, doing whatever they were doing to make ends meet, and now they finna spend a long time in prison, and they don't want to do that. So they gotta tell on some people, unless they gonna stick to the G code, which a lot of people don't do no more. What's gonna happen when they start sitting up in that jail cell and a week done passed, 2 weeks done passed, 3 weeks done passed, and they like, damn man, I want to go home. I ain't high no more off this lean. I ain't off them perkies. All this stupid rap, perky. They not on that no more, right? They done came down. They not kicking. They like, damn, you know what? Oh man, what's going on? You know, it's 11 o'clock at night. They can't go get no ice cream or ice cold Gatorade, or they can't go hit the movies real quick. They can't, cause Friday coming up. I'm about to go chill with baby Friday. We about to go to the lake this weekend. They can't do that no more. So you know what? That life sentence that they looking at, that 15 years, that mandatory 15 don't look too bad no more. That mandatory 15 don't look too bad no more. Man, listen, check it out. What do I got to do to get this 15 years? So now you got more indictments now. Why? Because if you listen to what the U.S. attorney fucking said, man, listen, put down the crystal pipe. Put down all that stuff y'all got going on listening to Munchie. Put it down. Because wake up and look at what you're looking at. Put it down. You put down the little pipe. Put down the powder. Put down the little Bristol. You put down the lean. You put down the Perkies. You put all that down. You give it a break and you listen. Why wouldn't they tell? Why wouldn't they tell? Why wouldn't they tell to get the fuck out? Why wouldn't they tell? They can't go to the main line anyway. The career's over anyway. Everybody's talking about them anyway. They going out all bad anyway. So why won't they just continue that trend and and start putting y'all out there? Remember, the U.S. attorney, like I said this. This is the first of many to come. That mean they just getting started. I've been gone for about 15 years. I don't know none of y'all. I ain't done nothing with any of y'all. And I ain't done nothing with nobody. So it is what it is. So learn the mandatory minimums. These people, I'm sweating because it's hot and, you know, and I'm in the car and got the car off and whatever, man. Nevertheless, man, listen, check it out. I learned a long time ago, don't be playing with these people, man. Don't play with the aristocrats. Don't play with the rulers of the land. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're not gonna win. I submit. I'm out the way. I bow down. I respect the laws of the land. I respect Almighty God. I respect the laws of the land. I submit. I'm out the way, man. You're not gonna win. You going up against you going up against a titan, bro. You're not gonna win. So I hope that everybody learned from this shit. Learned a little bit about mandatory minimums, just a little bit I could give y'all. And remember, I got mandatory sentence. I got found guilty. They gave me the max. I went to trial and lost. That's how I know. If they go to trial and lose, they get life. They take a deal because the charges that they got, how the federal government operate, they got to give them some information. They got to. That's in order to get a deal. That's just how it goes. They don't have a reason. They got you dead bang and you fucking with minors, bro. You got you dead bang. They don't have to give you a deal. You got to give them a reason to give you a deal. Just know that. So all that's been banging with them and all that, I'm gonna drink my water and I'm gonna see what other indictments they about to issue. Peace.